Hello students, this is the third part of video for chapter number 4 from civics. So in the last video we have learned about the domestic violence faced by many women in our country and also in other countries, how it was being sorted out and what was the definition of domestic violence and what has to be included. That everything we have learned in last video. Now from that video only we have understood that from establishing the need for a new law to its being passed at every stage of process, the voice of citizen is very crucial element. So citizen is considered as the important one. He is playing a main role whenever any of the law is being drafted, because mainly who is going to follow these laws? The people itself. So government also has to think that it should benefit everyone, each and everyone. It would not harm any of the religion, any of the gender, or any of the people anyhow. So they are just looking after the laws are being properly made, and mainly how it is being made because of the demand of the people to protect their rights. So these are the few things when the law is being made, that is being counted or seen. So every time the laws which are being made, it doesn't mean that it could get the confirmation from each and everyone. One could find it beneficial and other could find it not that beneficial, or it is harming anyhow to their communities or to any of the gender. So in such cases that could be changed. So our law is also known as flexible, because we can amend it. We can, as we have read, we can renew the old one. We can exchange the old one what is already being made. So law can be changed if it is not working out with the current situation, because law was being made from many years back when the constitution was drafted. So by the current situation and demand of the people, it could be changed. So it is considered as like that, that is the law are also flexible, it could be changed. But the other thing also you have to know that indirectly, or you can say not directly, you can change that. I don't like any individual, if it is not liking, then it could not be changed. There should be a reason, proper reason for changing the things. That could be asked from number of people. The suggestion could be taken, and you can say one kind of PIL it is given to the court where their rights are being violated. So there are certain ways to present their questionnaire to the government that the law which has been made, that is not benefiting, or it is not beneficial for the one group of people. So let's understand this kind of unpopular and controversial laws which has changed. Let us now look at the situation where the parliament passes laws that turn out to be very unpopular, which has been already passed, it become unpopular. Sometimes a law can be constitutionally valid and hence legal, but it can continue to be unpopular and unacceptable to people because they feel that the intention behind it is unfair and harmful. Hence, people might criticize this law, hold public meetings, write about it in newspaper, report to TV news channels, etc. In a democracy like ours, citizens can express their unwillingness to accept a repressive law framed by the parliament. When a large number of people begin to feel that a wrong law has been passed, then there is a pressure on the parliament to change this. As we have read, that law which is constitutionally valid according to the people's need and demand, they are making the law. So if the constitution feels that that is valid and it is legal, but on the other side what it happens, it is not accepted by the people. Now why the people are not accepting it? Because they feel that the intention behind that law is completely unfair and it would be harmful for any of the group of people or any individual. So they will not accept that law. So what the people do? People will criticize that law, that they are not going, or they are not ready to accept the law. They are not going to follow it. Now, how they are going to criticize, or how they will inform the government that they are not going to accept this law? So they hold public meetings. In general, they hold public meeting where mass number of people are gathering together, and just they talk about the laws, what is wrong in that, why they are not able to accept this law, how it is harming, everything is being discussed. And the support of the people they are getting to change the law. And even they could write about this in the newspaper. They can connect to the auditors of the newspaper editors, like they can connect them, and even they can report to the TV news channel. So through this, this become the medium to in between the parliament and the people, because people cannot meet the MLAs or the people who has drafted a law, because there are number of roles when the law is being drafted. It's not being drafted by any one person. It is being discussed, as we have learnt in previous chapter, like that there is a process. While the law is being drafted, it is discussed, and then when it is passed on, then it becomes law and it is being implemented. So there is certain kind of process. So directly the common people cannot meet or cannot go to the parliament. So the TV news channels or newspapers, this become a medium in between the public and the common people and the parliament. So through this they would understand, mainly here parliament could understand, that the law which they have passed, it is completely wrong. So here the parliament is pressurized to change the law. How they have represented themselves, the people have represented themselves to change the law through holding public meetings, reporting it to the newspapers, and even reporting to the news channels. So this is the way how they are telling or how they are informing to the parliament. For example, various municipal laws on the use of space within municipal limits often make hawking and street vending illegal. No one will dispute the necessity for some rules to keep the public space open so that people can walk on the pavement easily. However, one also cannot deny the hawkers and vendors provided essential services cheaply and efficiently to the millions living in the large city. This is their means of livelihood. Hence, if the law favors one group or disregards the other, it will be controversial and lead to the conflict. People who think that the law is not fair can approach the court to decide on issue. The court has the power to modify or cancel laws if it finds that they don't adhere to the constitution. So this situation already you have learnt in the previous class in 7th standard about the vendors, the hawkers, generally who are selling their goods on the pavement. So because they are on the pavement, so there is no way for walking for the people, those who are not on vehicle, and because the people those who are walking on the roads, the traffic is getting disturbed. So what happened? Municipal has taken action. Municipal corporation has taken action, and they have asked each and every vendor and hawkers to just take off their shops from there. But what happens? There are thousands and millions of vendors and hawkers in all over the country. This is the way of livelihood. This is the way how they are earning, by selling day to day goods every day, and day to day earning they are surviving. So this is the way how they are earning. So while the municipal corporation asked them, the officers asked them to move from there, then what is the way to earn the money? This was a law passed at that time. So what happened? Many has lost their livelihood Now, because of this unjust law, everyone has protested against this. Everyone criticized this law, and everyone urged to the court and urged to the municipal corporation that this is a law completely wrong. This has to be changed. So what was the solution? You have learnt in 7th standard that they got an open space, an open ground weekly, and or generally you know that weekly market helps in your city also. There would be Sunday, Monday, Wednesday. It depends. So these people are moving in group from one city to another city in one particular day. So that is called as weekly market. So they got opportunity also to visit the number of places, and even they can earn the money. So the place where they usually set up their shops, that is being taken away by municipal corporation, but they got the another ground where they can sell. So Sundays, Saturdays, Mondays, Wednesdays, these kind of weekly markets are held for these kind of vendors and hawkers. They can earn well from there. Those two problems solved. The municipal corporation has given the platform to earn the money also. They are also counted. These people are counted like they also need the space for earning, because they are also citizen where everyone is considered as equal. Then they also should get the equal opportunity like the other businessmen or other vendors. So this opportunity were given to the people by giving away this governmental space to the people, taking menial rents for using that space from the government. And secondly, what was being sorted out? The traffic problem, because the pavement was occupied by the vendors and hawkers. So that also got resolved. So these are some unpopular, you can say, and controversial laws that was being changed. So parliament is having, or the court mainly, the court is having every right to modify or cancel the law which they have already made. Court review, that we have also learned that after the law is being made, the court is reviewing it, whether the law is made properly or not, by seeing all the circumstances, or it is harming anyone or not. That has been already seen. But again, if it is passed from there, and then too also the people feel that the law is not correct, it is a wrong law which has been passed, then this is the way how the common people are having every rights and power to change the law. Here you can see the other example. This also you have learnt in 7th standard. As you read in the earlier section on the rule of law, Indian nationalists protest and criticize arbitrary and repressive law being enforced by the British. History provides us with several examples of peoples and communities who have struggled to end unjust law. In your class 6 book, you read about the Rosa Parks, and African American woman refused to give up her seat on bus to a white man on 1st December 1955. She was protesting the law on segregation that divided up all public spaces, including the street, between the whites and the African Americans. Her refusal was key event that marked the start of civil right movement, which led the Civil Rights Act in 1964, which prohibited discrimination on the basis of race, religion or national origin in USA. So already one of the example is how we have criticized the arbitrary rule of Britishers, that is only beneficial for the Britishers. So that kind of law was being asked to change by the Indians, mainly the law professionals. Mahatma Gandhi, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, they have played a major role in this. And the Rosa Parks incident, how she has refused to give her seat for the white man, because that time there was a law that African American has to stand up if the white needs a seat. There are the different public transportation also, even their living areas also were segregated. even their working areas and school, that also were segregated, that were being separated. So white has to go to another school, working area, living area, everything is separate. And the black has the same. The other area they has to live. They have the separate schools also. And here, as we can see, that like she has to give up her seat for the white, because white was standing. So these were the few unpopular laws which was being changed by whose voice? By a common citizen's voice. When the common citizen felt it that the law is completely wrong, then it was being voiced. She raised her voice, and because of that the law was being completely changed. So Civil Rights Act was passed in 1964 because of Rosa Parks. So do you remember the photo essay on the women's movement in class 7th book? The photos there showed the different ways in which citizen can protest, campaigns and show solidarity. The following pictures point the other ways in which people protest unjust. So there were a number of ways how the people used to protest. Signature campaign, then rally, mass gathering in one particular places, then lighting up candles. There are a number of ways. They are using banners for the rally. So there are a number of ways what we have learnt in 7th standard. So this is the way how they used to protest the laws. We need to remember that our role as a citizen does not end with electing our representative. Rather, it is then that we begin to use newspaper and the media to carefully chart the work that is being done by our MPs and criticize their action when we feel it is required. Thus, what we should bear in mind is that it is the extent, involvement and enthusiasm of the people that helps Parliament perform its representative functions properly. So as we are going through the paragraph, what we are learning, the important role who is playing while the law is being made, the citizen. So we have to remember our role. Like when the Parliament is looking after us, when they are drafting a law, what the people's demand or the citizens' demand is. So our duty is not only to elect them as a representative. After that, we have to look after their work also, because they are working for us. And what we want, that is being demanded to these people only. The MPs of your own areas, you can deal or you can urge them, you can say to them that this is not working out, this could be improved. So as a citizen, you are having that role to improve the living condition of your own areas. If any wrong law is being passed, you can just urge to the MPs. So MPs should be aware why you have elected your MPs from your area, so he can develop the region, he can provide the things what is being not available in your region. So this is the way. But if we are not going to say anything, then how MP is going to know anything? Or for what purpose we have elected MPs? So only electing or voting in the only electing representative or voting in the election, that is not the thing what we have to do. After that, we have to just look after the work. If it is not working properly, if the MPs are not working properly, if the government is not working properly, then you have to check out and you have to keep that chart, their work chart, what has to be done and what time they have said that up to this time they will fulfill the work, why it is not progressing, when it is going to be completed. So regular check of the people is also necessary. Rather than us, there is also one party, that is opposition party, who is always keeping on check on the ruling party's work. But as a citizen, we have to remember our role. Voting is also necessary, or electing representative is also necessary. With that, to check or to keep an eye on the work of the people, of the government, that we have to look after, that we have to keep in our mind. So how it will work? The involvement, you have to involve in the work of the government, and even parliament will perform according to the enthusiasm. How enthusiastic we are to look the work, to see the work of the government, that enthusiasm will automatically received by the parliament, and parliament also could perform, because they are always checked, so they are going to work properly. Or either they will know that if we are not going to work properly, then the people would ask the questions. They are keep on checking, they are keeping on eye on us, so we have to work properly, we have to function properly. So in this way we can keep our role over there. So keep a check always of the government, just read out, go through the things what the government is doing, what can be done in better way. So there are number of ways. Protest is one way, and other things how you can let the government know what you need, that is through media. That is the common thing, and anyone can approach to the media. Then the secondary thing is to the court. So there are number of ways for the unpopular and controversial laws what we have learnt about. So here our chapters end. Please complete the worksheet. With this video I am going to send the PDF of this textual exercise. So please complete the FNB also. Till then, stay tuned for the next chapter's video. Thank you.